Okay. In your standard ball float toilet, what is the difference between a tank ball and a float ball?
I don't know. I'm clueless.
Cicely, let's just take a break. What do you think?
No, we can't. No, see, Dixie, I've got to whip this body into shape and cram enough facts in my head so I can win that Mrs. USA Homemaker crown and get the 50 grand I need to stop my mother from destroying my and Nico's life. Next question, please.
Cicely, what if by some fluke you don't win?
But your tongue. Dixie, there is no room for negative thinking in this venture. Now, the tank ball sits on the valve seat. Thank you.
Good. Wait a minute. Cecily, you should slow down. You're going to hurt yourself.
No, Nico's counting on me. I got it. What? I'm in pain. Dixie, I can't move. How can I win if I can't move?
I'm not kidding, Nico. As far as I'm concerned, you messed up big time. You made a serious miscalculation here. You got to get that agreement back before your sainted mother-in-law takes you seriously.
It's too late, Tad.
It's not too late. Stop telling me it's too late.
I'm the one the witch hates, not the club or Cecily. The club means everything to Cecily. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so what? You give up your legal rights to the place, all of a sudden Cecily's...
She gets her dream. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It makes sense, okay? I admit it. It makes sense on paper. But it's dumb. You broke the first rule of common sense. You gave away something for nothing.
An act of good faith, my friend.
Good faith? For who? Bitsy? She doesn't care. She'd spit in your eye and laugh. She'd sell this place out from under you in a minute.
How many times do I gotta tell you, Tad? If I'm out of the picture, what's the hurry?
You're not out of the picture. You're married to her daughter. She hates your guts. You don't know how she thinks.
Hello, Nico.
Did you talk to Bitsy this morning?
Not yet. I want you two to meet Mr. Lipsher. This is Nico Kelly and Tad Martin.
How you do?
How do you do?
Mr. Lipsher represents Presidential. He's here to take a look at the club. If he likes it, he may make us an offer to buy it.
And break my wife's heart, huh?
Nico is our acting manager. Mr. Lipsher, Tad Martin is famous for his offbeat humor around here. In fact, he's known far and wide. But food poisoning? That's ridiculous. I personally inspect the kitchens every single night, and I can testify that they are clean as a whistle. Now, what other garbage has he been feeding you?
Say about the talent contest?
If Mr. Kelly's ready, I would like to see the place now.
Mr. Kelly is indisposed, so I shall personally conduct you around the place, beginning with the kitchen, whose floors are so clean I assure you we can eat off them, and whose counters are positively gleaming. Come with me, please.
She should eat out the clock counter. Gleaming. Should.
Nice going.
No, I blew it with the ptomaine.
Yeah, you always blow it. See, my way is a lot better.
Your way is full of it.
You're full of it.
So who are you calling full of it?
Oh, what? What are you guys turning against me? Huh? Is Phoebe Bitsy's slave now? Let me tell you something. If Bitsy got the letter last night, right, she's going to think about it. All I can do now is stall for time.
No, what you could do is you could be honest and upfront with your wife.
What my wife does not know will not hurt her. All I can do is stall for time. Do I have to say that 1,000 times? Do I?
Afternoon.
Langman, did you give the letter to Bitsy?
What letter?
The agreement I told you to give her.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, right.
Did she read it?
Certainly not in my presence. Absolutely not, no.
What do you mean she didn't? What did she say?
Well, she didn't indicate anything one way or the other, so I suppose she'll be in touch with you at her own convenience.
Convenience?
At her leisure, when she gets a
Tad,
chance.
help me, I'm being followed.
What? Hey, whoa!
Somebody's out there. Hear that?
Hey, Debbie, how are you?
We were just talking about you.
Oh, really? My ears were burning. So what's the scoop? You guys still teaching aerobics or what?
We heard the news.
What news?
And we have a proposition.
Oh, you mean about me and Dixie?
The kind of proposition no sane man would turn down.
Really?
Dinner, all your favorite delicacies.
Wine. Chicken Chinese.
Anything you want.
Within reason. Soft music. Candles.
Not one, but two willing men.
With a single mission.
Your pleasure.
All you gotta do call off the wedding.
As tempting as it sounds, I am engaged and therefore am not on... Hey, there you are. I've been looking all over here. Come here. I want you to meet somebody. Come on. Ladies, this gorgeous strawberry blonde just happens to be my fiancée. And this is our matron of honor, Cecily Kelly. This is Debbie and Bunny.
Hi. 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 Hi.
Terrific. We happen to be friends from way back. I'll tell you what, aren't I a lucky guy? What do you think?
Congratulations. I was to say congratulations, Bunny. Supposed to say best wishes. Best wishes.
He's a great guy.
The best.
Bunny, Debbie, time for class.
Well, my typing says.
See ya.
Dixie?
Congratulations. Oh, best wishes.
Good luck. There's Angie. I want to say hi. Excuse me.
I got some bad news.
Who are Bunny and Debbie?
Bunny and Debbie, they're just friends from my sordid past. Doesn't matter anyway. Look, I'm not going to be able to go Christmas shopping with you because I've got to go back to work. There was a break-in at the video dating service and they stole some equipment, so I got to get back to you, okay?
Ted, you going to call me?
Sure, I'll call you soon. Don't worry about it. I love you.
When? Ted,
Sorry to hear about your father.
Thanks, Tom. Hi, Dixie. Hi. How's your dad doing? He's the same. Travis is recommending a therapist. Oh, that's right. Well, I'm praying for him.
He'll need all the prayers he can get. If Cal Cummings takes his case, he'll need them, all right. Here's the number.
That bad, huh?
Yeah. Your father's gonna hate every minute.
Okay, now this is for Tad's mom.
Ruth or Opal?
Well, Ruth, of course, it's tasteful.
Oh, you're right. Ooh.
What do you think? Do you think she'll like it?
If she doesn't like it, I'll take it.
Well, see, I want her to like it because I want her to get started off on the right foot, you know what I mean? Make a good impression.
I understand.
But I got you something better.
What is it? Tell me.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you.
No, give me a hand.
Absolutely not.
Just
I
a tiny
refuse.
little hint.
Just a
Just
Christmas. No.
You're worse than Nico.
Where is Nico? How is he?
He's stranger than ever.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but a Mrs. Colby dropped off this note for Tad.
Marion Colton?
Mm-hmm. Said it was urgent.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find him and give it to him.
Let me see that.
Hey, Cecily.
What? It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
You can't read that. It's private. Come on.
Darling Tad, thank you for last night. You're the best. Always were and always will be. Love, Marion.
That double dealing, conniving.
No. It's Robbie business.
Oh, business. All right, it's funny business.
No. Remember, she's a client.
He called him darling.
He calls everybody darling.
Well, this darling is tired of wondering what she's up to.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go find out exactly what is what. Will you do me a favor? Call Myra for me, and if the baby wakes up and needs me, I'll be at Miss Marion Colby's. Colby, I'm here to find out exactly what you've been up to with my fiancé.
Hello, Myra. How are you?
One of Santa's elves come to see Dixie, no doubt.
You betcha.
Well, you just missed her.
Oh, she went out?
Just a few minutes ago.
Did you know where she went?
No, but she usually leaves word. Let's see if she called. She did. She's over at, Miriam's. That's
Mary
all she
Colby?
said. Yes. She didn't say anything else.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Is that it? You aiming to steal my husband-to-be?
Well, of course not. I can't believe you think that.
Oh, you can't.
No, I can't.
so very innocent. It doesn't work with me, Marion.
Dixie, why are you going on like this?
Me going on? Oh, that's rich.
Look, I simply engaged Tad for a specific purpose. He's a private investigator, and I need his services.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Oh, now, darling, what do you mean by that?
Just what kind of services are you looking for from him?
I have no idea what you're getting at.
Oh, you don't? Don't play that with me, Marion. This is not a note about business.
Yes, it is, and that's all it's about.
People don't talk like that in business.
They do if it's of a personal nature. Tad is guarding my life. I wanted to thank him for getting me relaxed enough to sleep through the night without fear.
Oh, really?
You know, Dixie, I think there's a problem here, but it's certainly not mine.
What do you mean by that?
You're going to be a nervous wreck in this marriage. I mean, Tad is very good at what he does, and that means he's going to be going out at all times of the day and night, with all sorts of people in all different places. Now, if you're going to be this insecure every time he walks out the front door, I seriously think you better rethink this wedding.
I am not insecure about Tad. I love him, and I am very sure about that, and he loves me, and I am very sure about that, too.
Then why do you doubt him, darling? I mean, why are you here?
The note that you wrote, Marion, it certainly sounds to me like you're having
Strictly
some sort of...
business, Dixie. And any other interpretation would suggest that you don't trust him.
Oh, I trust him. I trust him with my life.
Oh, but not with me? Darling, I can assure you, nothing happened.
You certainly would like it, too, wouldn't you, Marion? And not that I can blame you either. I mean, Tad is a wonderful man, and you two must have had something going back then.
Darling, that was years ago, when Tad was free to do whatever he felt like doing, Dixie.
That's the point I am making. He was free then, but he is not free now.
Well, it's really a rather unpleasant way of putting it, isn't it, darling?
Look, Marion, Tad loves me. We are going to have a wonderful, happy, married life together. And anything that interferes with that is going to make Tad unhappy. So if you care about him, if you love him at all, you will let him have the life with me that will make him happy.
Look, darling Dixie, I am not going to interfere. And even if I did, well, it wouldn't be up to me. It would be up to Tad.
But if you tempt him...
Oh, darling, the world is full of temptations. I mean, it's up to Tad to resist them. It's up to you to trust that he will. What are you going to do, Dixie? Run around all day following him, see what he's going to do?
Well, of course not.
Look, I don't want him. He doesn't want me. He loves you. He hasn't even given me a second look.
Oh. I see.
Dixie, you're a sweet, loving young lady, and I'm sure you're going to have a fabulous marriage with Tad, but, can I give you a little piece of advice?
All right.
It's about married men. Now, most of the poor darlings really love their wives. I mean, they really do. But every once in a while, they get restless. They need a little stimulation. Not just physically, darling. Of course, that's part of it. I mean, they have to feel they can go out and conquer just one more time.
Tad is not going to be like your description of most married men.
Well, maybe. And maybe you'll be able to give him enough excitement, darling, and adventure, all that he could ever possibly crave. But I've got to tell you, there are an awful lot of men on this planet who just can't be faithful to one woman.
Well, Tad is going to be faithful to me. I'm sure of that.
Oh, so sure that you're standing right here. Darling, look, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. I mean, you learn to live with it. Women have been doing this for centuries. They know their man will come home, and they allow him a little slack on the leash.
I can't believe what you're saying. I think that's awful. I think that Tad is going to be faithful to me. I think that marriage is for one man and forever. I'm not going to share him.
Oh, does Tad feel that way, too?
Yes, of course he does. Tad and I have been together long enough. We care about each other. We want the same things. We want kids, a home, a family, a happy, peaceful life.
Peaceful.
Look, Marion, I may not be sophisticated and worldly and glamorous, but I can give Tad what he wants, and that's happiness and fidelity. We both want it. It's important to both of us. And that's why we are waiting for the vows. That's why we're going to have this marriage started off right.
Oh, wait a minute, Dixie. Are you telling me that you and Tad have never... Oh, my poor darling. Well, no wonder you're so insecure, Dixie. It's going to be an incredible challenge for you, darling.
What do you mean?
Well, excuse me for being frank, but Tad is a prodigiously talented lover, and it's going to take an awful lot, you know, to keep him contented, much less hold off the inescapable tedium of marriage.
Our marriage is not going to be tedious. Ted's changed, Marion. He's not after excitement and adventure
Oh,
and
darling, I hope you're right, but I can't quite believe that Tad won't change back.
He won't. I know he won't.
Well, it's so sweet of you to be so hopeful, but I think a realistic view would be more practical. I mean, it's much better now, darling, to attack problems before you have 1 or 2 children and 5 and 6 years down the road. Excuse me. Oh, hi, darling. Come on in.
Well, well. I wonder what you two are up to. Dixie, you want to fill me in?
Any ideas for you two?
Do you?
Tons, darling, and I'm so glad you're here. We can get your input, too.
Thanks all the same, Marion. I think we'll have plenty of time to deal with apartments later on. Right now, I'd like to concentrate on this little security problem you're having.
About that, Tad, I've been rethinking. You know, with your wedding coming up and everything, maybe I should hire another investigator.
Have I been unsatisfactory?
No, of course not, darling. I just don't want to add any more stress to your life.
Unfortunately, stress can't always be avoided, Marion, but I've usually found that I can deal with it.
Well, you know what's best for you.
Yes, I do. And what's best for me is finishing what I start, which means working on this case till I solve it, which means that you and I are going to be in contact together. But being in contact isn't something that one should be nervous about, right, Dixie?
No, of course not.
I mean, the whole town knows that Mary and I have quite a history together. But that doesn't bother you, does it?
Why should it? No.
Because you trust me.
Oh, yes, I trust you. Oh, I trust him with my life.
Oh, well, then I will, too.
Has anything else happened security-wise in the last hour or so?
No, nothing has happened.
Good. In that case, I think that we should go. Come on, honey. You should call me if you need me or something else happens.
Oh, I certainly will, and bye, Dixie. Nice to see you. Bye, Tad. Thank you so much, darling.